Morning, Daryl. It's 2:36 in the morning, Sunday, the 7th of July, 2024. Hey, John, say Roseman, California. Dude, I'm watching your video regarding the current situation. Oh my God, dude. No, I'm not going to side with her, but I am going to give some advice, unsolicited, and you're not going to like it, my friend. Sorry about the lighting. I just blew out a bulb here, so I'm stuck with a living room light. You got to get a handle on yourself. Yeah, you do. And I know because I say it from experience. You got to catch my videos of what I've done this July 4th and hear the explanations because I'm doing the same shit you did. But my situation was a little bit different than yours. Yours is regarding a parking space and you got your pride and ego going crazy. Yes, it is assigned. And if you can get into another parking space, go for it. How many times, dude, have we ever seen on videos or other in person about people screaming and yelling about parking spaces and had the damn thing going insane? You're doing the same damn thing like every other Karen out there. You are responsible for you. I am responsible for me. I am held accountable, transparent, and responsible. And I don't care if they consider me as a bad guy or not. I still have to hold in my line. I have to hold in my tongue. Because eventually I know I'm going to get the boomerang effect. I'm going to get karma slapping me upside the head worse. So if you hadn't watched the video, I'll talk to you about this one. We had fires happening on our campus, July 4th and July 5th. July 4th, one of the teenagers, they were at this party on the campus on the other side of our area, and you looked at Google Maps, you looked at Rosamond, you looked at my apartment, this complex. Well, on the far side of the complex, we've got a water reclamation pit, just drainage. So when it rains, we got the water coming into the pit to drain and keep it away from the campus. That's a good thing. But sometimes it's not so good. So now we had it used as a fire pit. An errant rocket went into it and hit the dry brush. We've already had our rainy season, and now we got the heat and dry spells happening, and they're baking and sucking out the moisture out of everything out here. I hear you about Connecticut and about the New England area, concerning about it gets swampy over there. You get enough moisture and humidity going through the area, not to mention heat, yeah. So you guys are all swampy on the East Coast. I get it. This is the time for the season anyway for it. And right now, it's disgusting. I hear you. Right out here, we're sucked dry. Welcome to global warming. Worse. I've had summers that are bad, but man, they're getting worse. To continue with our situation here, my friend. We had the fire department come out. We already had the kids and teenagers and adults were trying to fight the fire, but they really couldn't fight the fire because they couldn't get to it. They're wasting all the damn cans left and right. We had the fire department coming out and putting out the fire, and we had two kids decided they were going to launch rockets anyway. Right in the middle of the driveway where the fire department was supposed to be coming out of. And these two kids, boy and a girl, launched. Now, I remember seeing this kid once in a while, but he really doesn't live here. Neither does the girl. At least I don't think so. They launched. I'm watching this, and I went livid myself. I went on a tear. I walk fast with my cane, and I'm yelling, and I'm huffing, and I'm puffing, and I'm screaming at their heads off. You don't do this to my home. You don't dare burn the damn thing down. Get the hell out of here. You don't live here. I do. All these people live here. And you dare. Oh God, I don't want to tear. I want to tear this kid apart. If I was his age. But I'm not. I'm an adult. We got things here in California. You're not supposed to terrorize a kid. Even though he is doing something stupid about to burn someone's house out. Just for his own damn thrill. But the fire department, the firemen fighting this fire, were busy with the fire. They weren't watching this shit. When I came out to the kids and they yelled and screamed and I chased them off the property and they're yelling and screaming at me. And I'm challenging them back over here. You want to try that again? You want to try that? This is my property. This is my home. You don't dare do this here. How dare you? I was so damn pissed off. I walked away onto the parking lot and just yelled out a bloodless scream of rage in the sky. And after that, I was tired. I went back inside the apartment, got a little video information I got, and started posting them. And they still let off fireworks. They still let off fireworks. I blame the adults and I blame the kids for their stupidity because they're damn near burned down the complex. The next day, I was hoping maybe it'd be nice and quiet. Ooh, fire alarm goes off again. You can't see it because the light is off. But over here, we've got a fire alarm. We're supposed to have the speaker uncovered. We had that damn thing going off the night before. When the kids get restless, they like to pull the fire alarm just to see what the hell happens. It's a game of theirs. They do this for several years. Every generation keeps doing that same damn shit. No wonder the fire department hates coming out here. I don't blame them. But this time, we needed them. And again, we needed them one more time. You know the metal cans that you have at the apartment complex? And there's usually an alcove? Trust me, those things get burned and blackened like crazy. Especially if you got metal carport right next to them. Oh boy. Or worse, dried trees. Somebody must have lit a firecracker or something like that because the damn thing was blazing. And nobody could get a functioning fire extinguisher because they all used the damn shit trying to fight the pit fire and they were screwing it up left and right. We had wind going against them. We had location going against them. And we had inexperience and stupidity. Fire department finally came. But put out the fire. And I'm hearing who's responsible or who's supposed to be responsible. These assholes keep forgetting that when you're taping things, they got on the tape. Hello, management. Call me a snitch. I'm a snitch. I'm a Karen. I'm going to flying. Yeah. This is home, damn it. You're messing around with my home. You're messing around with the people around here that I live with. I like to keep good contact with the neighbors over here, but when it comes down for the brats, the teenage brats, doesn't matter who and what they are. They're still brats. And yeah, I got a problem with kids. I don't like them. Never have. Never will. I'll tolerate a few of them who actually are trying to be nice about things, but others, especially when they want to have fun and at someone else's expense, and not to mention damn near burn the place down. Years ago, when I got into this place, we had an autistic child who wondered what a garbage bin would look like on fire. He takes a book of matches, tosses it into the place, and the thing starts burning around. Now, this garbage can was already inside an alcove, and this is on the opposite end of the apartment, close to the pit. But this was years ago. The family already got evicted out of this because of the stupidity. We had the fire department trying to fight the fire for over an hour. This one was a 30-minute mop-up job this year. This time I didn't stress about the anger. I was more worried about if everyone else was all right. But I was still pissed off at the kids. But I didn't go nuts at this point. I was too damn numb inside. I came back, processed the video, sent the damn things out. You, on the other hand, I know it's about a parking space. How many times have I kept saying images of this happening and stories about this one happening all over, including in my own Antelope Valley out here, my friend? Yes, yours was assigned. And yes, it's yours because it's your privilege because you paid for it. Yes. And someone else takes it for a bit. Don't get me on the technical shit. She said 5 minutes. You could have waited. You could have parked in another spot and just said, okay, fine. I'll move with the truck later. I'll move with the vehicle later. No. You saw this one coming out, and it's like open season. You're like every other Karen out there. You let the road rage get the best of you, my friend. Trust me, I've been there before. It doesn't matter which particular circumstance it is. It's always there. Ready to go off. Only if we allow it to go off. Don't get, I know about the details, but, yeah, you look at your own actions. I thought you were in recovery. This is the one question that pissed off everybody who goes into the program. This brutal reminder, because it pisses people off, because they soon realize they were also at fault. They still had to make amends. Now, I don't know if you had been in the 12-step programs or not. And if you hadn't been in the meetings in a hell of a long while. I know because I sure as hell haven't. And here am I to talk about it. I'm more dire need of going back to a damn meeting than anything else. But I have no access, I have no meetings to go out here, at least not the ones I know of anyway. And by the time they would have meetings, I have to walk about 2 or 3 miles just to get over there, get to the meeting, stay for about an hour, and then I got to crawl it back home while it's pitch black at night. It doesn't work for me, unfortunately, out here. And during the daytime, the transportation spotty as it is with the buses. I mean, I can make up all the damn excuses myself. There's also a thing called online. But I prefer going into the meetings myself personally, in person. But I haven't done that in a hell of a long while. Where's my excuse? Too many of them. Too many of them. I think I know better? Give me a fucking break on that shit. You may have thought you had a good reason for it, Daryl. Trust me, it ain't a good reason. You know how I got in the program? I'd seen my brother go through his hell in a handbasket until he went into recovery. He died 32 years clean and sober. He had issues also in program, being pissed off at the world. There was a good friend of his, the last several years of my brother's life, that was trying to make him realize just how angry my brother really was. And my brother really had to control that anger. You ever see a thick door with a hole in it? My brother did that, and he had to pay for the door. My brother was so angry. You're not angry. You're not angry enough. But you did have a bit of tendency regarding rage. And so did I. So is everybody else, for that matter. I know what it's like to be a rage monster. And I don't like seeing that side of myself either. Mr. Hyde coming out to play all the time while Dr. Jekyll's cowering? Uh-uh. We're our own worst creations, dude. We're Frankenstein's creator and monster at the same time. We go in the program, we're battered, we're broken, we're beaten. We have a lot of things happening that we are angry at and angry at the world, but mostly angry at ourselves. And then we're angry at the higher power. Why would God do this to us? How dare God do this to us? Who do you think He is? God wasn't doing this shit to us. We were doing this shit to ourselves. Egotistical, megalomania, narcissistic. I could throw in a word salad on this one. We're fucked up, dude. Deal with it. I had to deal with mine. But I'm not puffing at the chest. Because I'm still ashamed what the hell I did to 2 kids. I screamed and yelled at them. I was supposed to be adult, but I'm seeing an apartment going up in smoke because of kids. But I shouldn't be blaming the kids themselves directly. I should have been blaming the adults as well for letting this shit to happen. Where's the supervision in this shit? These kids are bringing out shit that's illegal as hell. These damn rockets, these mortars. One time, I had several of these fucking teenagers watched by a neighborhood who didn't do a damn shit. But they seen our complex almost went up in smoke because one errant rocket. And when it went errant and ran in the wrong area, they ran like crazy. They squealed and yelled. Show you something else. Carson, California, shopping mall. 200 kids in the area trying to have fun, trying to have their bit of excitement for that night. Lit up a trash bin on fire. Got caught on video. Now they're facing juvie, and now they're facing fines, and their parents are going to get it on this one. More on this one, my friend. The adults, everybody in this whole complex is going to get their ass reamed by management tomorrow because of what happened this weekend. Adults and kids. But you think anybody's going to be accepting responsibility at this point? Fuck no. But they're going to be. And I'm going to be part of the process to get paying for that shit too. Because my rent's going to be going fucking up the roof just to pay for the damn damages. Everybody in the complex is paying for everyone else's mistakes. You talking about road rage? You talking about you're raging over a damn parking spot? Dude, put things into perspective at this point. Rage is rage. It'll get you one way or another. But put things into perspective. A parking spot is just a parking spot. I don't care if you've been paying for the damn thing or not. If it's going to be used, it's going to be used. Regardless if you're going to be there or not. Temporarily or not. You got to learn how to breathe. Yeah, I'm giving you the lessons at this point over here. It's called humility and humbleness. Accepting responsibility, transparency, and accountability. And I'm waiting for karma to kick my ass. I'm waiting for karma to kick my ass because what I did to those kids. I walked up to these kids as an angry man, yelling and screaming. You talking about Karen and livid? Oh yeah. I'm Mr. Karen. Thank you very much. I was Mr. Livid. You don't dare burn down my home. You're talking about pride, arrogance, and fear. And fear. Intense. Very intense fear, DARRYL. This stuff is just junk. I'm more worried about my dog's life and where the hell I'm going to be sleeping next when this place goes up in smoke because of some stupid act from a stupid person. Doesn't matter who or what they are or what kind of person they are. Doesn't matter. I'm worried about being homeless because I've already been there, done it, and I don't have the money for the damn rent. For a damn motel room for the rest of the month. I already paid for my rent for this entire place. Each month I pay for it. I have to be held accountable. I have to do this. But I am not going to let my damn place burn down because of some stupid act. Kid or not. I am not. I have to put myself in check. I have to put myself on hold. And this is why I have to keep going to therapy. I talk to a priest. I put this shit on video. I'm constantly blathering on audio recordings, dude. Because it scares me being in a situation. I've seen it, been through it. I don't like it. When I got into the program myself, my brother had already so many years. He already knew I was already there. And it scared the hell out of him and Ma. Until one day, I just snapped inside and I couldn't deal with it anymore. I almost had the means, but thank God the means were taken away from me. All I had was mouth. I was working in a call center from hell, moving from one location to another location on bus, Antelope Valley to San Fernando Valley to get to my workplace. First three calls, they already pissed me off. And I'm slamming my headset down, ready to break number 4. Yeah, I'd broken many headsets, especially when I really got pissed off. And I was getting worse and worse. Our company was going through buyouts. They were buying out other people, and then we had a company back east bought our company out. So there went my job. I'd be laid off, didn't even realize it. My own attitude is also sinking me too. Despite the fact I had good marks earlier on in my career in a damn company, didn't matter. It didn't help. I was a danger and didn't realize it. So, 3 calls down, pissed off as hell, ready for number 4. And I got security coming up here and escorting me downstairs to HR. They're trying to tell me what's going on, and Mr. Hyde came out. Oh! Next thing I remember is I'm going upstairs, packing shit up because I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm saying, fuck it all. Security comes back up. Same 2 goons. Put me back downstairs at HR. They're going to tell me that they're going to be putting me on a 3-day suspension. Ah, there goes the mouth. I mean, God. Grabbed my stuff. Walked outside. You know what hit me? In between the exit of the entrance to the place and a block away, I stopped in the middle and I wanted to kill myself. Dude, if I had other means, I would have been an obit in a police report. There would have been a report on this one. But I didn't have the means. It was taken away from me before I had a chance. And didn't even realize it, thank God. But this time, I wanted to go out in the middle of the street and kill myself. I realized what the hell I did. What I became. I was ashamed. And I was terrified. I wanted to die. A thought hit my head. It said, call your brother. That's it. Call your brother. So I called him. It's a 2.5-hour drive from Antelope Valley to the San Fernando Valley with traffic. My brother made it about an hour. And I was waiting for my brother at a gas station with a soda in my hand. Bag of chips and salsa from a nearby El Torito. You know what El Torito has? Alcohol. You know what I didn't have in my hand? Alcohol, but I had chips and salsa. I got home, and along the way, my brother was on my ass on this one. He wanted to find out what was going on. I couldn't tell him. I wanted to open up the damn door of the van and jump out and kill myself. We're on the freeway now. I wanted to do this. I got back home, and I broke down in front of my mother and my brother, and I told them what the hell happened. My brother said, "John, you want to go to a meeting with me tonight?" I said, "Yeah." "Dave, I need a meeting." Dave had never heard me say that before because I was always his tag along. Every time he went to his meetings, I was his tag along. My brother's date was September, no, what was it? September 18th, 1985. 1985. My brother died in 2018. He had 32 years clean and sober. I was starting day one, October 10th, 2006. October 10th, 2006. I had been to the meeting many times with my brother, to the meeting hall, since we moved out to the Antelope Valley, from San Fernando Valley to Antelope Valley back in '05. And I met these two guys. I thought they were good guys. And they realized I was one. And they talked to me. We went over to a Starbucks after the meeting, and we talked for hours. Next thing I know, I'm presented with a big book. They suggested I read it, cover to cover, from forward over to the stories in the back. I was already out of a job. But I was starting a career path of being a recovered alcoholic. I already had my fun with the damn stuff, one way or another, but Mr. Hyde was already had more fun with me. I got in there the next day, the book that they gave me. I was marking things up with a highlighter and tabs on it. Dave already had his own book, and we went over to the meeting hall. It was the first time I actually identified. It scared the fuck out of me. Dude, when I got in those places, before I identified, before I hit my own bottom, I didn't give a shit about anybody. You want to talk about your pride and your ego? You want to talk about your arrogance? I had a vest full of pins and things like that, and I thought I was the biggest, baddest son of a bitch around. Don't fuck with me. Plus, I pulled out a damn book out of my back pocket. Told you guys go fuck yourselves. I pissed off a lot of bikers at the Ella Nest. They saw where the hell I was going. One of them was trying to get a hold of me, and I wouldn't let him. He wanted to shake me apart, but he realized I had to hit my own damn bottom. But he was trying to help me through this shit. I should have been grateful, but no, I was dumber than dog shit. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, Darryl. Honest to God, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at all. They talk about a tornado in the book. I was worse than that. I was a hurricane. You talk about your rage. You talk about your anger. There's always someone else who's got a worse perspective and worse level than you. Yeah, I heard about the road rage situation you said. And that's a good way of setting things off left and right. But you had to have been cooking prior to that. You had to have been. Something had a trigger for that situation. You were already baking and broiling. Someone else had to push the damn button and you went off. Trust me, I'm a button pusher. Unless I was a long time ago. Find your weak spot and I'd piss you off further. I'd turn you a thermonuclear warhead here, dude. I was a royal manipulator. There's still a lot of amends I still need to make out there. I'm trying to do a living one because there's a lot of people that pissed off out there that I don't think I can actually get in contact with. You have to keep praying for them. And I still have to think about them and still pray for them. I ain't perfect. There's no way in hell I am perfect or one of God's kids or whatever the hell they would call them these days. I'm one screwed up human being. I'm one fucked up human being. I don't deserve a lot of shit. I don't deserve what I've got right now. I could scream and yell and blame people for my own damn stupidity and my own actions, and that's not going to help me much. It's not. My brother wasn't a wonder child either. He had his own issues. I'd seen and heard stories in the meeting halls throughout my lifetime that wondered what the hell kind of brother I had. And originally he scared the shit out of me. But over time, and a lot of work from both of us, he became my best friend. Sometimes my only friend. Even in recovery, we watched each other's back. Yeah, we had our few times where we were going to be arguing, screaming at each other, and trying to walk out, but we came back because we had no other place to go. We're still brothers, and we wanted to keep it that way. I know about rage. I don't know about your level of rage. I know about mine, and I know about my brother's. But trust me, something always starts this son of a bitch up. Always does. With that being said, Daryl, forgive yourself. Make amends if possible. Pray about it, turn it over, ask God for help and for guidance. If you have to go back to meetings, go back to meetings and talk with people about it. Listen to their stories. Higher power will talk. You just have to listen. Other than that, if you need to talk, I'm here. Send a video, send a letter, send something. I'm here. Time to go back to bed.